U.S. immigration wants your full criminal record in 2025. If you are interested in this, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. Today, we're diving into a super important topic for anyone navigating the U.S. immigration system in 2025. Whether you're applying for a visa, a green card, or facing deportation concerns, the rules around criminal records are stricter than ever. 1. Why criminal records matter in 2025. First things first, why are criminal records such a big deal for immigration in 2025? Well, the U.S. immigration system, particularly under the current administration, has ramped up its focus on screening and vetting. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services and Immigration and Customs Enforcement, known as ICE, are prioritizing public safety and national security. This means they're taking a closer look at everyone's criminal history, whether you're applying for a visa, seeking a green card, or even just visiting the U.S. under the Visa Waiver Program. According to a recent USCIS update, any interaction you've had with law enforcement in the U.S. or abroad needs to be disclosed when you apply for immigration benefits. This includes arrests, charges, and convictions, even if the charges were dismissed or your record was expunged. Being honest is critical because lying on your application can lead to serious consequences, like being denied a visa or even being barred from the U.S. permanently. 2. The alien registration requirement. One of the biggest changes in 2025 is the enforcement of the Alien Registration Requirement, or ARR. This comes from Executive Order 14159, signed on January 20th, 2025, titled Protecting the American People Against Invasion. This order requires all non-citizens age 14 and older who stay in the U.S. for 30 days or more to register with the government. If you're a parent or guardian, you're also responsible for registering kids under 14. Here's the key part. When you register, USCIS will collect detailed information, including your criminal history, through a new form called G325R, Biographic Information. This form asks for things like your address history, family details, and, yes, any police or criminal records. Once you submit it, you might need to go to an application support center for fingerprinting, which the government uses to check your criminal history with the FBI. If you don't comply, you could face fines up to $5,000 or even jail time. 3. How criminal records affect immigration applications. So, how exactly do criminal records impact your immigration process? Let's break it down. When you apply for a green card, visa, or even citizenship, USCIS will ask about every interaction you've had with law enforcement. This isn't just about serious crimes. Even minor offenses, like a misdemeanor, need to be reported. The only exception? Minor traffic violations, like a speeding ticket, don't need to be mentioned. The Immigration and Nationality Act, or INA, categorizes crimes into two main groups that can affect your status. Crimes of moral turpitude, things like fraud or theft and aggravated felonies, like murder or drug trafficking. If you've been convicted of an aggravated felony, it's almost certain to lead to deportation, and waivers are rarely available. For less serious crimes, you might be eligible for a waiver, like the 212H waiver, for ICE's focus on criminal records and deportation. Now, let's talk about enforcement. In 2025, ICE has made it clear that they're prioritizing the arrest and deportation of non-citizens with criminal records, especially those with serious convictions like assault or DUI. According to ICE's own stats, in the first 100 days of 2025, they arrested people with over 9,600 assault charges and 6,300 DUI charges. Here's the thing. ICE isn't just going after people with criminal records. Data from the Deportation Data Project shows that about half of the 56,000 people in ICE detention as of May 2025 had no criminal convictions. This means even if you don't have a criminal record, you could still be at risk if you're undocumented or have violated immigration laws, like overstaying a visa. 5. What you can do to protect yourself. Okay, so what can you do to protect yourself? First, be honest on all immigration forms. Hiding a criminal record is one of the worst things you can do. It could lead to permanent bans. Second, gather all your documents, like police reports or court records, to show the full context of any past incidents. 6. Closing and call to action. Navigating immigration in 2025 can feel overwhelming, especially with these new rules around criminal records. But knowledge is power, and by understanding the system, you can make informed decisions. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later.
Let's get real. Everyone says waking up at 5 a.m. is the secret to success. You see it everywhere. Books, podcasts, motivational talks. The world seems obsessed with the idea that the earlier you rise, the more you'll achieve. But is that really true for everyone? But what if you're not a morning person? What if your brain only starts firing on all cylinders when the moon is high and the world is quiet? Maybe your best ideas come at midnight, not at sunrise, and that's perfectly okay. Waking up before dawn isn't a magic bullet. For some, it's just misery in disguise. Dragging yourself out of bed when your body is begging for more sleep can leave you groggy, cranky, and far from productive. We're all wired differently. Forcing yourself into a one-size-fits-all morning routine is like wearing shoes that don't fit. Uncomfortable, awkward, and ultimately unsustainable. Why squeeze into someone else's mold? Some people thrive at dawn. They leap out of bed ready to conquer the world before breakfast, and honestly, good for them. Others, like me, come alive at night. The quiet hours fuel our creativity and focus. Our energy peaks when the world slows down. Forcing an owl to be a lark? That's just setting yourself up for stress, frustration, and a lot of unnecessary caffeine. So, here's permission to hit snooze. Let's start the Wake Up When I'm Ready Club. Imagine a world where you honor your natural rhythm instead of fighting it. Our motto? The well-rested person gets more rest. And with that rest comes better focus, more creativity, and a happier you. And honestly, that sounds way better than worms. Who decided the early bird should have all the fun anyway? Maybe the real secret isn't hustling at sunrise, but getting the sleep you actually need. Rest is the foundation for everything else. What if winning the day starts with a good night's sleep? Imagine waking up refreshed, not resentful. Let's explore that, because comfort, rest, and listening to your body beat a 5 a.m. alarm any day. Ready? Let's go. What's your brain doing while you sleep? It might look like you're just lying there, but inside your head things are anything but quiet. In fact, your brain is more active at night than you might think. It's not off, it's cleaning house. While you rest, your brain is busy sweeping away the mental clutter that builds up during the day, making space for new ideas and fresh thinking. The glymphatic system is like a tiny cleaning crew, clearing out the junk from your brain. Imagine microscopic workers scrubbing away waste, toxins, and leftovers from your daily thoughts so you wake up refreshed. Cut your sleep short, and you wake up with a cluttered mind. It's like starting your day in a messy room, hard to focus, hard to find what you need. Sleep happens in cycles, REM, deep sleep, each with a job. These cycles repeat several times a night, each one essential for your mind and body. Deep sleep repairs your body, helping muscles recover, wounds heal, and your immune system recharge. It's like a nightly tune-up for your health. REM sleep is for dreams, emotions, and memories. This is when your brain sorts through feelings, files away important memories, and even solves problems you couldn't crack while awake. Miss these cycles and you're not just tired, you're missing essential maintenance. Your mind feels foggy, your mood dips, and your body can't keep up. Your body runs on a circadian rhythm, a 24-hour clock set by light. This rhythm tells you when to feel alert and when to wind down, syncing you with the world around you. Forcing yourself up before your body's ready is like self-inflicted jet lag. You're fighting your natural rhythm, and it shows in your energy and focus. Getting enough sleep isn't laziness, it's smart. It's the foundation for learning, productivity, and even happiness. Well-rested, you're sharper, more creative, and in a better mood. You connect better with others and handle stress with ease. Skimping on sleep? That's like running a marathon on empty. You can push through, but you won't get far before you crash. Your brain needs downtime to recharge for tomorrow. Think of sleep as plugging yourself in to refuel for another day. So, let your brain party at night. It's working for you, making sure you wake up ready to take on the world. Think only early risers succeed? Think again. Winston Churchill led Britain through 1-2, working late, napping in the afternoon, and ignoring the 5 a.m. rule. Franz Kafka wrote his masterpieces at night, not at sunrise. Alexis Ohanian, Reddit's co-founder, isn't a morning person. He built an empire by listening to his body. These people didn't succeed despite their sleep habits. They succeeded because of them. They knew their peak hours and worked with them, not against them. The real lesson? Don't copy someone else's schedule. Find the rhythm that unlocks your own genius. The internet is obsessed with perfect morning routines. Wake at 5, meditate, run, Journal, green juice. Scroll through social media and you'll see endless posts about the right way to start your day. As if there's a universal formula for happiness and productivity. It's easy to feel like you're missing out if you don't follow these steps exactly. But what works for one person can be a nightmare for another. For some, waking up before sunrise feels energizing, but for others, it's just exhausting and unsustainable. Trying to force yourself into someone else's routine can leave you feeling frustrated and defeated. If your routine makes you miserable, it's not a good routine. No matter how many influencers swear by it, a schedule that drains your energy or makes you dread the morning isn't worth sticking to. The pressure to be perfect in the morning just adds stress and guilt. You might start to believe you're failing before the day even begins, simply because your mornings don't look like someone else's highlight reel. Not everyone's life fits the miracle morning mold. Parents, shift workers, creatives all have different rhythms. Some people thrive at night, others have responsibilities that make early mornings impossible, and that's perfectly okay. A good routine should serve you, not the other way around. It should help you feel grounded, not pressured. The best routine is one that fits your needs, your energy, and your lifestyle. Maybe your best start is at 8:30 with coffee and a book, or a walk in the afternoon. There's no single right way to begin your day. What matters is that it feels right for you. The goal isn't to check off trendy boxes, it's to feel good and set yourself up for a positive day. Forget the perfect routine. Let go of the pressure to perform and focus on what actually helps you feel your best. Build a personal one that fits your life. Experiment, adjust, and create habits that support your unique schedule and personality. Your show, your curtain time. You get to decide when and how you step into your day. Do what works for you. That's real success. Feeling good about your own routine on your own terms. So how do you find your best schedule? Listen to your body.